welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll show you how you can add a shooting bullets mechanics using Godot's visual scripting, which is a language in Godot which allows you to make games without writing a single line of code. Okay, so before we begin, let's go through our project structures. So currently in the project, I have two scenes. I have the spawner and the spawnee. The spawner, which consists of only this object, is where the bullets would actually spawn from. And in my second scene, which is this spawnee, we have this, which would serve as the bullet. It's placed right there. Bullet is a kinematic body 2D. I'll change the name right now. It has a type of a kinematic body 2D. It also has a sprite which has the texture logo and a collision shape 2D. Okay, so to begin, let's head into our spawner scene right here and select the main, and we're going to add a script. So you can add a script by clicking on this, and the language should be set to visual script. The path will be set as spawner.visual script. So we'll create this. And perfect. So the first thing we need to do is check if a key on our keyboard is being pressed. Now that key should trigger a function which should create the bullet. So first off, we're going to click on the override an existing built-in function. So select that, and we're going to use a physics process here. Okay, so we have a physics process, and let's search up a condition. Okay, so we'll link this, our physics process, to our condition. Now the condition would be an action, and select the action. The action, which is the key we want to be pressed. For this I would use right, and the mode, you need to set this to just pressed. We don't want the bullets to be created multiple times, so that would be set as just pressed. Let's pull this. I need to link this boolean to this boolean. Now once this is true, we'll call a function. Let's create our function and rename our function, which is a new function by default. So edit, and we'll rename our function as shoot. Okay, so we'll make use of this, so pull that all the way there. Now drag in a shoot, and once this condition is true, we want to call the function shoot. Okay, so right here, now once our function shoot is called, which is this, we need to preload our spawnee scene. So you need to select your spawnee and drag it into the scene, and it should preload that. Okay, so with that preloaded, we can create an instance of this. Okay, so drag and drop, and we can search up instance. Sorry about that. Instance, which is this, and open this up. So once the function is called, we need to create an instance of our shoot scene, which is our bullet scene, which is this 2D, which is this bullet. So back into our spawner and script. So link this to this, and let's create a child. So to search up child, I would add a child. So we'd add a child of this, link this all the way to this, and the return should be set as the object node. So okay, so with this done, we can test it out by previewing our scene. And once I press right on my keyboard, it should spawn this bullets right here. Okay, so now we need to add a force to our bullet, and we can easily do this by making use of the move and slide. Go back to our spawnee scene 2D. And since the spawn is a kinematic body 2D, select bullets, and let's add a script, and the language should be a visual script to create this. Okay, so now we're going to override a built-in function. So we're going to override a built-in function by clicking on this and search up physics process. With physics process set, you can right click in an empty area, right click, and you can search up move and slide. There we go. So move and slide, and link this to this, and here we can set the direction of the movements. If 0 here for the X, and this side for the Y. So for this, we'll move into the right, so set this to 300. So once the bullet is created, it should add the linear velocity on the X-axis should be set to 300. We can preview this. And once I press right, it creates the bullet. There we go. So if you found the tutorial useful, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to download the project, I'll leave a link in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in my next tutorial.